Today we will discuss how to live in the present moment. And this is going to be a practical tips for you that you can apply every second of your life to live in the present. Hi beautiful souls, I am Bithika. Welcome to my channel Divine Healing. If you're a subscriber watching this video, welcome back. If you're new watching me for the first time with lots of good vibes and blessings, welcome to this channel. Today we will talk about how to live in the present. Before I start discussing about how to live in the present, I want to ask you a very simple question. Where are you now? Watching this video, where are you? Your answer is in your present. Just pause and think the very previous thought you are having before watching this video, whether it was about what happened in the past, or it is what exactly you are doing right now, or something about the future. Pause and think what you were thinking. This is called observing the observer. The thought that you're having in your mind is where? In your mind. Who is thinking? You. So you always have this power, I won't say control, but power to think in the present, to be in the present. Let's see how you can do it. Let's start with number 1. Constant commanding your brain. The very moment, every moment you're doing an activity until you're awake. For example, you're watching this video. Tell your mind, I am watching this video. If you learn something out of this video, tell it to your mind, I learned today how to live in the present. For example, you're eating. Say to yourself, I'm eating good food. You are on your bed. Give command to your mind. It's time to sleep. I'm going to sleep now. Let your life be a constant command of what exactly you are doing at that very present moment. Initially you will start doing this and then it will become a habit. Your mind will itself start giving you command of those present activities. Sometime what happened is maybe we are doing an activity. Okay, maybe we are typing on our laptop, but our mind is somewhere else. We are thinking we have to submit this project. The project last time what I did, the project was so bad, I couldn't finish it on time. So maybe physically you are there, you are already doing a task, but your mind is either in the past or in the future. How to bring that consciousness back? How to bring that awareness back? Just command your mind, whatever activity you are doing that very moment. For example, you're taking shower. Tell yourself, I'm taking shower. You're eating, I am eating. You're cutting vegetables, I am cutting vegetables. Then cut it. The moment you start thinking about thousands of thoughts about your past or your future, bring that awareness back. I'm cutting vegetables. This is called living in the moment, living in the present. And this is practically you can do it because who is giving command? You. You have the control. So if you really want to live in the present, start commanding your mind. Number 2, start accepting things as it is without assuming it based on your past experiences. Let me give you an example. Your friend is telling you something about somebody. It's a good conversation. Now, without listening to that or just by listening, you are having a multiple assumption about that person because you have a past history with that person. Past history of conversation, past history of events. Your mind is making up a lot of stories, hearing the present story that your friend is telling you. Now, what you need to do is stop that assumption and accept things as it is. Take things as it is. For example, your father scolded you. Maybe you are late at home. So your father scolded you. Take it as my father scolded me because I am late. What your mind will do, because you felt a little bad, your mind will constantly make assumption in your mind that your father is like this, he have controlling issue, he's this, he's that. Why he's not giving me any kind of freedom. See, so many assumptions about a single thing. We complicate things. So take thing as it is, accept things as it is, and Stop those assumptions that is coming out of a past event, past history about that person or situation. Number 3, you have a mindset where you constantly think what might happen. What might happen is a futuristic thought about everything. You step out of the house, you're thinking whether I'll get the cab or not, whether I'll get the bus in time or not, whether I'll be able to finish my job or not. You're going to a market, you're thinking whether I'll get the vegetables or not. You're going to meet somebody, like whether she will come in time or not. I have to wait. Oh my God, I must not be late. So what it is a future prediction of constant events, right? So what might happen is a futuristic thought. Every time you encounter it, what might happen or what will happen if I, assumption and future prediction. Every seconds when you're doing it, stop yourself that very moment and do the first step, which is commanding. For example, you're going out of your house, you're a little late to meet somebody. Okay? If your mind start making assumption about you might not get a cab, or he or she will scold you or yell at you, these are the future predictions. Instead of that very moment, say to yourself, I am going out of house. I'm going to take a cab. I'm going to reach. It's like a robotic affirmation. But you are that moment commanding your present activity. That's how you can stop your future prediction thoughts. Because all these future prediction thoughts either will create chaos, anger, or it will create fear, or it will create a little anxiousness. This is what the work of future thoughts is, to create confusion, because you don't know what might happen, what you don't know, and that is what you fear, and that is where the commanding works wonder. Number 4, always remember, thoughts are powerful. You decide what you want in your life, something that you want to create in the present moment, or something out of your past experience, or something that has not yet happened. So your thoughts are powerful. Who is thinking the thoughts? You are thinking the thoughts. Do not give energy to those thoughts which you don't want to get manifest in your reality. If you're constantly thinking in negative thoughts, remember that what you fear, there's a high chance that it will manifest in your reality. The thoughts are in your mind, the mind is yours, the brain is yours, the control is in your hand. If you don't want something to get manifest in your reality, then don't feed those thoughts. Instead of that, if you're encountering those thoughts, bring your awareness to the present moment. And that is the power of present moment. Exactly whatever you are doing. While reading a book, you suddenly encounter thoughts about your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend might cheat you. Just imagine you're just reading a book randomly, right? And this is a trigger basically. Instead of that, the moment you encounter that kind of negative thoughts, bring your awareness back. I'm reading this book. This book is valuable. This book has a lot of knowledge. Even if your brain, bangs on those thoughts, you'll be like, those are assumption thoughts about a person, about a future, or about a past. The moment you give your mind a command about what the thought is, it is a present thought or something out of past or something out of future, you will automatically bring your awareness back. Most of the time, we are not being able to differentiate what thought we are thinking. Is it a thought of the present, or is it a thought of the past, or a thought of the future? So this is the importance of the present moment, and this is how you can be present. Always observe your thought, what you are thinking. And last but not least, number 5. In order to live in the present moment, you have to have a very picture perfect, clear idea about one thing. That is, you are operating this body and mind with the ego body, and you have an unlimited soul, which is your spiritual body. Until you do not accept this fact, until you do not accept that you are capable of everything, all the pain and the sorrows and the joys and the hurt and the guilt and the anger is a part of your ego body, a proclaimed version of you, a labeled version of you, where you have acquired certain qualities, qualifications, name and fame and everything, and based upon those you are reacting in your life. But you have to remember that you are a spirit. You are an unlimited, infinite, eternal light being. The moment you realize this, even a slightest of the realization, at the very moment when you trigger past or future thoughts, or triggers of past, triggers of future, fears of future, the moment you bring your awareness that I'm a spirit, I'm unlimited, I'm unaffected. What is going to affect is the ego body, which is temporary, which is going to burn, which is going to cremated, which is going to be buried. What am I thinking? This is called bringing back the awareness. Yes, in your day-to-day life, in your hustle and bustle of life also, you can bring awareness and live the life you deserve. Until you bring this awareness that you're a spirit, you're a soul, and all these things that is happening is in your ego body, you will not be able to bring your awareness in the present. So start practicing this separation of ego body and your higher self, because that is which is light, which is love, which is full of joy, no sorrow. So whatever is happening in the ego body. So this is how you can actually live in the present moment. This is how I do. So I share my experiences, how I suggest my people who take sessions from me, and people are actually getting benefited by this kind of suggestions and practical suggestions. Basically, I personally have applied this in my life and it has worked wonder. I was a person once upon a time in my life when my head was cluttered with thoughts of all sorts of past and future. I was never in the present. And this helped me a lot. And so I shared my experience with you all. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe this video, like this video, share with someone if you feel like they need to watch it, who lingers on the past or in the future. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.